I'm not going to talk in Cantonese, just trying to show that I know Cantonese. But yeah, I'm Alex. I come from Singapore. So this is our project. And before I start, all right, there are a lot of people asking me about what is the next 财富密码, 财富密码, what's that like? The code decoding your future's prosperity. I think we have all in this answer. So let me share with you what EdgeMatrix computing is all about. So first of all, before we go into all these details, I want to give you a couple of numbers just for your general information. You know, the most popular large models that are powering the current AI that everybody uses, like ChatGPT, they actually use a lot of H100. And there's one company that produces H100 where the chips is skyrocketing. The price of that tickets is very expensive. It's called NVIDIA, right? So the total numbers of H100 ship is about close to 1 million in 2023, and they're expecting to ship 1.5 to 2 million in 2024. But what happened is actually drawn to monopolizations of this AI, where nobody can actually get access except the big company. So what we are here to bring to you is EMC. We're actually pioneering the futures of the decentralized AI. So we have 3 layers that we actually built. And that's the rationale behind why we are building it. You need computing powers. So our base layer is a decentralized compute powered by native DePIN tokenomics. And then we have the middle layer, which is a very interesting layer, is a decentralized AI plus Web3 creation platform. All right? It allows people to create and monetize. And the upper layers is a presentation layer where you have AI agents plus integrated DAI apps. So what does this mean? And this is the target audience that we are targeting. EMC is targeted to resolve all the real-world problems. So we started with the DePIN tokenomics, trying to resolve the demand and supplies imbalance. They're powering the futures of AI. We don't want to be locked by all this big company. We want everyone to be able to participate, democratize everyone. And for the Web3 enable AI creation economies, this is very important. Because if you don't get compute, you can't really participate and build something for everyone to use. And last but not least, there's a decentralized economies that we are foreseeing in the futures, that everyone should be part of it. And it's not going to be held by anyone. And one example that we're actually bringing to this stage, as also you can visit us in our booth, we have an AI agents preloaded machines. It's a decentralized box that comes with 4090, and it's going to power our network. So let me move forward. What does it mean by DePINs? We have a lot of, well, actually, these three keywords that you need to understand, or you basically need to focus on in this bull run. One is AI, one is Web3, and one is DePIN. So let me start with the DePIN for AI. Right? So in EdgeMatrix, we work with our global partners. We have a partner networks. And at the same time, we also help, unique value proposition that we provide. We actually help them to unleash the potential of the supply chains, whether it's on repurposing the old graphic cards of 3090s that you use for mining, or helping them to build their cluster of H100 servers. So those are our expertise, and we help them to build that so that we have a decentralized, or what we call distributed computing power. So this is the interesting part. In the blockchain part, we use blockchain solution to integrate it. It's the P2P networking solutions that enables all the distributed computing powers to come into one net. It's just like, view of it as a decentralized AWS. It's my previous company that I worked for, but this is all on chains. Every single GPUs, the data that they process, as well as the node, you can actually look at our real-time dashboards. Everything is on chain. And the beauty about DePIN is it's tokenomic driven, meaning that we don't even need to worry about how much it costs to build that. To give you an example, AWS built their availability zone or a reason 5 to 10 years. That's the time that you need to build and provisioning AI data centers. But in the DePIN, you can actually get everyone to come in to build together, and the GPU can be shared for everyone to use. So we are currently in our test net. We're going to cut into mainnet in 3 months' time. And you can actually, I don't want to go into details, just visit our dashboard. It's everything real time. I can't tell the numbers, but what I can tell is the numbers of GPUs in network is continuing growing. We are talking about 1,000, it's going to be 2,000, 3,000, and probably 10,000 very soon. So that's an interesting one. We talked about RWA in the previous session. Everybody talked about that. But what does really mean is I want to give you a set of numbers. There are only total 1.5 million H100 sweeps, let's say, this year. Can any one of us afford one piece of the H100? It's 40K. Well, the answer is yes, okay? So this GPU RWA DeFi is probably the most innovation that you can see in the market, where you can actually invest and own H100 cards at the same time enjoying the returns of this card that's powering the future of AI. It's very simple. Don't go through the data. I can give you the numbers. Every card's 40K. If you want to buy it, you can buy RWAs. All these are pre-installed servers, clusters, Superport that are hosted in data centers, T3 plus data centers across the world with our partners. And the partner is going to operate it, rent it out, and you're going to get the returns that are coming back from this H100. Well, this is the innovation. Don't talk about RWA or trying to use the concept of RWA, trying to tokenize a building. That's not innovation. Every data on this network is on-chain, okay? You don't need RWA for building. You can buy REIT, but you can't buy H100. You don't get the supply, and at the same time, you can't really run it. Even if you buy it with a 40K, you can't really run it. You need professional teams that are provisioning it. You need a customer that are training the large models, and it's a long-term investment. So we're going to give you the solution, and we're going to launch it pretty soon. All right, the second platform, building on top of decentralized network, is the probably most popular question that everybody asks. Think of helium. Well, I think more precise, Filecoin. Everybody know the problems, right? And now you have a lot of others platforms come in and say, hey, come, mine my tokens. I'm a tokens. I'll give you tokens when you connect. But guess what? All the GPUs that connected is idle. Go and check it out on the website. Follow my tweeters. You will see what I mean. I don't want to name it because it's competitors, too sensitive. But every single node that connected in EMC network has been utilized to run AI tasks. That's a basic difference, right? Don't tell me that this is a depend if your resources connected cannot be utilized, which is why we built this creation platform, right? It's for creators, it's for developers, and end of the day, you have users and communities that really use it. That is a real AI, and it's all decentralized. The world's most popular open source large language models actually owned by Meta, Llama 2, it's going to be Llama 3, Grok. Elon Musk just launched it, and you have Gemini from Google's. It's all open source. But you really don't want your AI agents that sit in your house in a box that are powered by ChatGPT. That is a problem. Because you're going to pay a lot on ChatGPT, on every tokens. But this decentralized AI economy allows everybody to participate, train your models on the open source models, and build the products so that everybody can contribute in this DAR economy. So what does it mean? I'll just give you a case study. It's a very good case study. We already rationalized it. That solution is live. You can go to our booth and check it out. So we have a typical example here where we have a team. They're trying to train the Llama 2 stable diffusions. They use our DeepIn network. They're connected to EMC. They build a prototype. They have developers that work with them. They launch their products in the communities that more than hundreds of thousands of members. They validate it. They tell that whether this works, right? So you want to start a project or your startup, you need the people to tell that whether this is going to work or not. Save your time, right? And then they continue to iterate until now they have a full product suite that launched. Let me share with you how this has looked like. All right, by the way, interestingly, you can go to our Telegram, search for EMC LLM. That's a bot. You can pull into any Telegram group and just go viral. Now, we can't even track. Probably thousands of groups that already have EMC LLM. They're helping them on all these AI agents. So this is how this product is going to look like. We have a live demos in our booth, so I'm not going to go into details, but it's a GPT-like solution, completely built by open source, decentralized, run by GPUs, network decentralized under EMC. And what's even greatest is come embedded with the futures, the AI stores, meaning that everybody in the room or anyone's don't even need to know how to code the full stacks. You can just train your AI models using our tools, containerize it, or API, and let this AI bot be your front end so that people can use your tools and monetize it. So we have the full monetization and tokenomics design on it, where you can use the credit in the wallet, top up a credit using native token or any other tokens. And at the same time, whenever you consume all these AI models, it just deducted your credit. And this credit will be transferred into the creators. And then whatever top up in this network is going to go into burn and go into deflationary models. That's a tokenomic design, real tokenomic design. Usage, demand versus supply, not pure supply. Nobody wants a bunch of graphic cards that are idling, meaning that idling graphic cards remain idling in a lot of so-called claim deepin GPU network. All right? So this is the AI monetization models. We embedded Web2 services, meaning that you don't need to have a front end where you're worried about a lot of your traffics. So in this startup world, there are only two things that matters. One is compute, the other one is traffic. 90% of your fund that you raise go into that, and the rest is development. Because to grow a product, you need traffic for people to use. But in these Web3 communities, everybody play a part in here, right? And you can easily integrate our API-based AI tools, AI agents into your original apps. Make your apps AI ready. So in other words, everything can be AI, and that's a topic in the CDC this year. Okay, this is another interesting case study. It's a very typical Web2 platform. Nobody even believed that this kind of Web2 platform can do AI, but they did it. They use our platform, they run our pre-trained models, they offer a solution in their Chinese New Year's, and guess what? In 3 days' time, they reached over 1 million impressions. Very traditional Web2 platform. And the creation of this is an easy flow within EMC, all right? And again, this is what their business is. They're going to run their KOL businesses, so we actually enable Web3 economy or Web3 tokenomics within a traditional Web2 company. They can do acquisition, they can actually do airdrop, and they can also do social to earn, refer to earn, anything you think of. This is why AI and Web3 is a perfect marriage, not love at first sight, okay? All right, tokenomic design. Interesting part. So we don't really build. We don't build GPU, or we don't even run GPU. We are simply the transition of GPU from supply to demand. This is like a very popular advertisement that they have in China. 我们是农夫山泉是水的搬运工，对吧? But we actually enabling the decentralized compute to be able to power the futures of decentralized AI app, including for developers as well as for the future users, right? So the token has a very strong deflationary impact, meaning that whenever people use the app, it burns the token. Second part, we also have the token inflation part, where 50% of the token design go into the ecosystem. So whoever participate and build anything in this ecosystem, whether you're providing computing power, uploading your models, or even running that network, you should be part of that gains of the futures of this so-called 财富密码, all right? And we also have a marketplace that enable anyone to trade anything AI, including pre-trained models, training data set, as well as compute power for your large model training, like the orders that refer to H100 clusters, everything you can think of, even prompt engineering. This is democratized. Everybody should participate in this decentralized AI futures. So that is this chart. It's all published. You can actually follow us on our Twitters, look at our Medium posts. So I'm not going to go into details. This is the last slide I want to show. The futures of AI economies, that's an innovation, meaning that it's no longer a supply and demand. I don't buy compute powers. I barely just share my profits with compute providers with the rest of people that are contributing to my project. So I finished my time, and it's just on time. All right, thank you, everyone.